The fastest rising star in all of Australian MMA is here. Let's have a chat to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event.
Live from HBF Stadium Festival Hall. Melbourne Pavilion. Not even backstage, we're literally outside.
Was that the best fight card in Australian MMA history?
Call me crazy, but make sure you call me when I'm right.
Be good if the Aussie MMA Instagram page would give us a bit of glow up because we're killing
to the Australian MMA podcast. My name is Mitch Tilley and today's guest is competing July 5th, Beatdown Promotions 5 against Gabriel Schlupp for the Beatdown Promotions inaugural featherweight title. This guy is easily the fastest excelling, exceeding, exploding, the hottest prospect going around right now. Marwan Rahiki. He's out of Lions Den Academy. It's a very interesting one because his teammate George Mangos is the fastest, hottest prospect going around as well. And Marwan, it kind of feels like he's doing it quicker. He's had an amazing 2025 in just, 18 months of a professional career. Marwan Rahiki is like 5-0, all finishes. Every time he's questioned for his toughness against, not that he didn't show up before, but people said, like, was he tough? Goes against the toughest fighter we have in Michael Barber, and he out-toughs him. Can he grapple? Can he go the distance type thing? Can he go deep into fights? And he does against one of the best grapplers and one of the most durable guys in Sem Kikembo. And Marwan Rahiki just finds a way to sort of answer any question and any critique. And I'd say this fight is where he has the most pressure because everyone is expecting him to put on a flashy display and put his opponent out. And very well a reality could be Dana White Contender Series call-up in that August, September, October sort of a time slot. So it's all working out quite well for Mr. Rahiki, but he has to go against a 6-1 Brazilian in Gabriel Schlupp, who disappeared for a while. He's had a 10, 11-year pro career. He was in the Eternal MMA four-man tournament for their Eternal MMA featherweight championship. Unfortunately, or ultimately, Seb Saleh ended up capturing that. But look, Gabriel's just an absolute stud. So he's a massive challenge for Marwan, and all the hype seems to be on Marwan. Don't get me wrong. I know Gabriel will be taking that very, very personally. But at Edens Hill Hotel, Beatdown Promotions 11, we're going to find out if Marwan Rahiki is the real deal. I should be there. It's going to be great. Guys, well, I got you. Go get Australian MMA magazine, issue 1, Quillan Southfield on the cover, who ironically, I didn't get to ask Marwan about this, but hearing little whispers that old Quillan Southfield will be in the corner of Marwan Rahiki. So it's interesting in itself. Fun little team there. But yeah, guys, go buy the magazine. Thanks to Combat Sports Insurance. Thanks to Vex MMA. And of course, thanks to our gym partner, DCA. Guys, it's Marwan Rahiki. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Back once again, because he does not respect his opponents. He just books title shot after title shot. It's Marwan Rahiki. Welcome.
Hello. Welcome again.
Oh, mate. Look, back to back. You're staying busy. Amazing performance at Hex with the featherweight title against Sem Kikembo. You're now scheduled to take on Gabriel Schlupp at Beatdown Promotions 11, July 5th. First off, how you feeling after the Sem Kikembo fight?
Yeah, feeling better. Feeling good. Better than what I thought I would be. So I'm feeling great. Ready for the next fight. I can do this every month, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know you wouldn't have, but I got to ask you. What if you would have lost? That would have felt weird, yeah?
What do you mean?
Like if you lost to Sem and then you have this like title fight, that would have felt weird, yeah?
No, that wasn't in any universal world. That wasn't happening. You know, that fight felt like, actually, I'll tell you something funny. I feel like I lost.
Why?
Like I'm not happy. Like you think I'm celebrating, like like I don't feel like the fights before. I was like, I should have knocked him out. Like in him, I could feel that it for him feels like he won. So that's what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? It feels for him like he won the fight because he just like survived. And I feel like I lost because I didn't do what I said I would do. But anyways, it happens. I got to win anyways and going to the next one. So doesn't matter.
I do believe that you feel like that, but I bet my house Sem Kikembo does not feel like that. No, I totally get what you're saying, mate. Going in, there's a lot of people critiquing you. Me being the main one. How will he go after round one? And how is his jiu-jitsu when tested? Do you feel like you ticked both those boxes?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I knew for myself and my team, we knew. We all knew. But for you people, like you had to see it. So congratulations.
Did it feel sweeter because of that? I know how you said like, oh, you would have rather like a first round knockout, but was it kind of cool to put that on display?
Yeah, it feels like that. It feels like, well, always the KO highlight is the best thing, but to show people that you can actually go 3 rounds, full 15 minutes, or like it was 16 minutes, and finish him in the fourth round, where he had so many 5 round fights, and I had only like 1 round fight. It just shows that I have something that I haven't even used before. So everyone is saying, "What about when someone's gonna take me down?" And he took me down, and I back up straight away. He didn't even want to go in my jiu-jitsu game. Like I was in my back, I wasn't panicking. I was like, whatever, like he's gonna come down. I was gonna do. I could have stopped him earlier, but yeah, my main goal is just to knock people out. So I had to get up and keep chasing him and do what I had to do. I should have made some adjustments earlier in the fight, but I feel like I was really stubborn. Like I knew I was gonna get him, but he had a tough head, so it's good for him that he survived, but he got choked.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Was there a situation in the fight that where he surprised you and maybe you surprised yourself?
He didn't surprise me with anything. He was actually like tough. Like his head, the way he took the punches, they're kind of like not really surprised me, but it's also because he was always running backward side. So that I couldn't get my punch, like my proper punch. Like I couldn't get my proper shot. So, but it's just something new for me to learn. Like now I have that in mind, and people's gonna be running, people's gonna be avoiding to exchange, and so I just have to be aware of everything. Every fight will give you like a new, different. Like Michael Barber before, he was just standing there, coming forward. So I had to knock him. I was going backwards, so I had to knock him out while going backward. And other fights, I had to exchange punches, like with Michael Manu. We were exchanging boxing punches, and I got the KO. So every time is just different, like different scenario, and you have to be prepared for like whatever, like 25 minutes. I was ready. I wasn't tired at all. Like my fitness was good. Yeah, small mistakes. I should have made adjustments earlier, but yeah, he didn't surprise me. He did what he had to do to not get KO, but not to win, because there was no possible way he was going to win that fight. Like from the whole, like the face off, the press conference, I felt like impossible. This guy even thinking that he's have a chance to win. That was in my mindset. Like this guy have no chance, and he knows he have no chance. So I'm walking in there like going in the fight, knowing that he have no chance. So I had to do. It was all on me, you know.
Yeah, there was a moment where I think maybe Sam was on his back and you had control of both feet, and you entered, and the way you structured your hips, and I was like, that's a guy that knows how to like effectively grapple offensively. And it was weird, but it was the turning point. It actually wasn't you getting up or you stuffing takedowns. There was this moment where the way you stood and the way you entered his guard, and I was like, oh fuck, there's no fear there.
Yeah, I'm not scared. Like, look, if he's gonna lay at his back, like I'm not gonna walk away. Like I was elbowing him. I was throwing elbows, punches. He was doing some. I don't know. I think he grabbed inside the gloves. I think I can't really remember, but I remember referee was saying the gloves and something like that. I didn't really. I was just pulling my arms and throwing elbows. But yeah, I'm not scared. Like if I fight like whoever, like black belts or whatever, if they lay in their back, I'm coming down, throwing elbows, throwing like like every elbows, every techniques I have, every punches I have, and just dominate. But that's not really what I like to do.
And there's a little bit of animosity heading in, bit of pushing and shoving at the press conference. What was that all about? Is that showmanship? Was there a bit of actual heat going into that fight?
I tell you the truth, I feel this whole camp with Kakimbo, I had a problem. Like honestly, I couldn't really take him that serious. Like he had nothing that is dangerous that was making me scared, you know? So like example, Michael Baba, like he KO'd Abdallah, and I was like, man, if this guy would land the shot on me, like a right hand, that's gonna be tough. I was like really anxious about it, so I was really nervous for the fight. But with the last fight, I wasn't, and I was telling my coach, I was telling everyone like, man, I'm not feeling anything. Like I feel no pressure, and I was worried that I was feeling no pressure because that's not how I want to walk to the fight. Actually, I want to feel anxious. I want to feel fear. I want to feel scared a little bit so I can show my best. So I had to do this game in the press conference so I can like just like expose myself a little bit and make all the eyes on me so people waiting to see me lose, to see me like not doing what I said to do. And even him, especially because I want to show him that I'm confident, I'm cocky, and I'm like yeah, I'm telling you what I'm gonna do to you. So what are you gonna do about it? So I was trying to like do that, so I expect something really dangerous from him, so I can fight at my best. So that was my game, but I'm not gonna do that again.
Well, I mean,
I
I
could
gotta
have
ask
stayed
you.
quiet and then KO'd him in the first round.
Yeah, it's like now that you got Gabriel, like there's obviously gonna be no press conference or anything like that. But do you feel like is there something there that scares you for your beatdown promotions matchup, or do you have to roll yourself up again?
I don't want to talk.
Do it.
You would just watch me. People would just watch. This one, I have goals. This is one is gonna be the biggest one. I'm taking as the biggest one because you know what's after that. You know when you 6-0 finishes, you know what happens. So I want to stay quiet. I want to be. It's not about him. It's not about the opponent this time. It's not about like this is just like you had a book and you wrote the whole book and you close that book and you want to just finish like the end, close that book and start a new chapter. That's how I see this. I don't care about him. Like he doesn't look like the guy who wants to go to the UFC or like wanna do like these great things in the sport. So I would just do me, and like this is all again about like just me doing the final, well, not the final, the just one of the steps to go to the highest level, to the UFC. So that's how I see this fight.
I feel like this one, and it's often my job to help create the narrative, whether you like it or not. But I feel like the Michael Barber one was a test of your toughness. Kakembo was a test of your like durability and your grappling. This one, although Gabriel's great on the ground and he's a great fighter, he did great against in the 4-man tournament at Eternal and all that sort of stuff. This one, I feel like the pressure is all on you.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I know what it's like. He have nothing to lose, and I got nothing, and I got everything to win after this fight. So it's not about for me just winning a fight. It's winning a fight, winning a chance in the contender series this year. There was like kind of like I was really, really not late, but I only started my MMA career, like my professional career last year. So for me to do that in a short time, this is what all about. Like I can actually do this, you know, and people's gonna watch me, and everyone's gonna watch me, and it's yeah. This is how I see this. This is how I had to. That's why I signed this fight earlier, because that was the plan, and that's the reason why we're taking it like 5 weeks after a tough fight, another tough fight, another tough opponent, because that's how the story goes.
How do you feel in terms of the UFC being the next step? Do you know how close that is? Have they said, "Hey, win this," and it might be you, or are you just hoping right now?
No, I am confident after this one, go on contender series. I am actually confident. But look, I'll tell you something. I'm not. If I have to do this one, and then let's say the UFC, that would be impossible. But they probably will want to get me in contender series, probably. But let's say if they not give me a chance, I would defend my hex belts. I would defend my beatdown belts, and early next year I'll be signed straight away to the UFC with that contender series. That's how I see it going. It's either that way, the way I want it, or if I have to do two more fights after, like, I think surely after this one contender series, I believe.
Do you feel like your profile has sort of shifted from this young up and comer over the last 18 months to now you're like one of the sort of hottest prospects. Like, do you feel that?
Yeah, yeah. Look, it's all in how you train and how you think. That's what puts you where you want to be. Because you could say you want to be in UFC, you can fight in the UFC, but people will say, "Nah, you don't have experience, you don't have this and this and that." But if you believe it, you would just do it. And then these people, when they're gonna say like, "Oh, you actually have that, you actually can do this, and you're actually good." So it's not about time. It's just about like how you do this and how you think and how you manifest things and how you just work hard for this. And yeah, like my first couple of profiles, it wasn't like I beat my opponents, and that was the only people I could fight because they were like 1-0 or 2-1 or something like that. But I felt it was easy for me to beat these guys, so I knew I can beat a higher level guys. But now I'm beating these high level guys, which means I can fight in the UFC.
What excites you the most? Going back and defending your hex belt if you win, or do you want the triple crown? Go to Eternal, try and get that one.
Oh, but it's not interesting now. It's not interesting. I mean, who am I gonna fight for the Eternal crown?
There's heaps of guys.
Who? Oh yeah, you see.
Nah, because they're all on like Seb's away. Nah, because Cam O'Neill's gonna get real mad at me now because I did that. Well, like I'm just okay. Well, Seb would like let's say he doesn't win, he comes back. That's a nice fight, right? But
Yeah.
I think he'll do well. I don't like when people put me on the spot, mate. That's my job. What are you, buddy? You're not supposed to put me on the spot. Fuck. All right.
Yeah.
Nah. If Abdallah Biata wins, eh?
He's a lightweight now.
Okay, it's a good point. But maybe he'll come back down. He still might come back down.
Come on.
Diego Pereira.
I know. He doesn't excite me. But yeah,
This will make you mad then. He's technically ranked higher than you.
I know. I don't know what's wrong with that ranking. Like, am I still number 7?
Yeah.
Come on. I should be number 1 now.
Yeah. I know what you're saying though. There's like and even like a Kyle Maoki who's doing really well. He's probably not quite there yet. Taser Malone's coming off a loss. It's a fair point. Oh.
Nah.
Yeah, and then even like your Alistair Volders and so yeah, I get what you're saying.
I mean, that guy doesn't want to ever fight me. He's that guy would never. Me and him would never fight.
Why?
He doesn't want it. Like every time I call him out, like all the time I see him, is like, "Hey man, we were gonna fight," and he just wants to fight taxi drivers. So good luck doing that.
I didn't know there was a bit of beef there with Alistair Volders.
No, it's not a beef. He was the guy I really wanted to fight because his record was attractive. So let's just put it there, like attractive record against attractive record, better than, like I would prefer fighting him than fighting Michael Barber. But yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just putting that out there so now Cam can make Alistair Volders versus Marwan Rahiki.
Oh yeah, if he wins the belt and if I don't get Contender Series, but look.
Maybe you'll have a boring decision victory even when you win. Who knows?
Who?
You, because maybe you're a grappler now. Maybe you just lay on him.
Yeah, it could happen.
Exactly.
Go on there, take him down.
Oh, mate, I've done horror. I was supposed to speak to Gabriel today, but like, even in my thought process, like, I've overlooked him a little bit, which I think is wild because he's so dangerous and he's still so good. But I just think like I buy into the bullshit, which is this, and you're on fire lately. So I feel like I'm like, woo. Now, is there anything about Gabriel's game though that does sort of concern you, and how do you think the fight's going to go?
Still one of his videos on Beatdown. He was like talking about me. He said, "There's so many gaps in my game," and I'm like, every time I saw that video, and I just like just thinking about the gaps. Like, man, I'm pretty sure there's no gaps, but like I would be happy if he can show me if I have any gaps, and then I would just fix him and beat him right there, right, like in the fight. But look, I think his gap is he just doesn't want it. Doesn't want to be there. He's not gonna want to be there. That's the gap. He's gonna be like walking in the cage and be like, "Oh fuck, I'm fighting Marwan Rahiki. Damn, fuck." And then I was gonna knock him out, or just put him out, and then just. That's how I'm telling you, like, what's gonna happen.
So, prediction for the fight. What are we going? Round
Oh,
one.
the first round KO.
Damn, I didn't even have to go full Michael Chiavello.
Nah.
So, as the great Chiavello and Frank Barker would say, would you bet the house, mate, on a first round knockout?
Nah, but like if we have to go 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4, look, whatever now I don't have to say it, and then you're gonna be like, I'm telling you, if the fight go 5 rounds, I'm dominating every round. Like with Kakembo, I was winning every round with. You could see it. Like you can tell me now if I'm lying.
Hey, he landed some good kicks.
But did you think I lost a round?
No, but
You can just tell me. Like be honest.
You got to remember, I was on a lot of drugs that night. I was straight out of hospital. I had no idea what I was watching.
Oh, yeah, true.
But no.
I didn't feel the feeling of losing a round or being late. So I was like, well, this guy's running off me, and I had that cut was really annoying me because I was just like thinking about like it's gonna get bigger. Like if he lands punches, it's gonna get open up more and stuff. But the cut. It wasn't that big deal at the end. So it was just like very very small things. So yeah, I didn't feel being late or anything. I was like, okay, right now if I go, it's funny because in the beginning of the 4th round, I switched my mind and I was there like, all right, like I'm not gonna knock out this guy, and I wasn't gonna shoot takedown. So I was thinking, I'm just gonna keep what I'm doing and I'm winning the fight, so it doesn't matter. I was gonna slow down a little bit, then just be patient more. And I think me doing that just tricked him. He thought that I was getting tired. So he landed the punch and I blocked it. And then he threw the second punch and he's the first time sitting up a takedown, right? The whole fight is just like swimming toward me. And when he did a perfect setup takedown, he got sub by guillotine. So this is like funny. like I see the commentator like Josh and Frank is like saying Sam's not setting up takedown. Sam's not setting up takedown. He was actually successful with that. Like he was giving me hard times, and then when he landed a punch and he faked the punch and shoot. Well, I was just like, it's gone.
Oh, mate, it was super impressive, and I'm looking forward to July 5th as well because there's a lot of hype on you, and if you lose, it's all over, and you'll never successfully reach your dreams.
Never.
No, never. All right, mate. Hopefully I'll be there too, so I'll be there to chat to you after the fight, win or lose, because even if you lose, you're not running away.
Yeah. I'll still have the Hex belt with me.
You'll be like, I don't even care about Beatdown.
I'm still a champion. No, it's gotta be 2 times, two promotion champion. I'm gonna win another belt. First time ever featherweight Beatdown featherweight title. It's gonna be me, 100%.
I love it, buddy. Take it easy. See you next time.
Thank you.